Mental strength helps us to cope with the challenges and difficulties we face in our daily lives. It helps us to overcome the negative emotions and thoughts that arise in our minds. It is essential for living a happy and meaningful life. However, there are many obstacles that hinder the development of mental strength. This video is about the key ideas of Buddhism and how they relate to 10 habits that make your mind weaker. These are the 10 demons of the mind. They are the habits that make us mentally weak. First, self-pity. The demon of self-pity makes us feel sorry for ourselves and blame others for our problems. It makes us lose confidence and hope and prevents us from taking action to improve our situation. To overcome this demon, we need to practice gratitude, compassion, and forgiveness. We need to appreciate what we have, empathize with others, and let go of resentment. We need to take responsibility for our own happiness and well-being and not depend on external factors. Second, fear. The demon of fear makes us afraid of the unknown and the uncertain. It makes us avoid challenges and risks and prevents us from growing and learning. To overcome this demon, we need to practice courage, confidence, and curiosity. We need to face our fears, trust our abilities, and explore new possibilities. We need to embrace uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and discovery, and not as a threat to our security. Third, anger. The demon of anger makes us lose control of our emotions and act impulsively. It makes us harm ourselves and others and prevents us from being compassionate and forgiving. To overcome this demon, we need to practice patience, tolerance, and peace. We need to calm our mind, control our temper, and avoid violence. We need to understand the causes of anger and transform it into positive energy. The fourth habit is greed. Greed makes us crave for more and more of what we don't need. It makes us attached to material things and worldly pleasures and prevents us from being content and generous. To overcome greed, we need to practice simplicity, moderation, and charity. We need to reduce our desires, limit our consumption, and share our resources. We need to realize the imperfection and impermanence of worldly things and seek the true happiness that comes from within. The fifth habit is envy. The demon of envy makes us feel inferior and resentful of others who have what we don't. It makes us compare ourselves with others and feel dissatisfied with ourselves and prevents us from being grateful and happy. To overcome envy, we need to practice appreciation, admiration, and joy. We need to celebrate the success and happiness of others and learn from their qualities. We need to accept ourselves as we are and cultivate our own potential. The sixth habit is pride. Pride makes us feel superior and arrogant of others who have less than us. It makes us look down on others and feel entitled to everything, and prevents us from being humble and respectful. To overcome this demon, we need to practice modesty, humility, and reverence. We need to acknowledge our limitations, admit our mistakes, and seek guidance. We need to respect the dignity and diversity of all beings and appreciate their contributions. The seventh habit is laziness. The demon of laziness makes us procrastinate and waste our time and energy. It makes us neglect our duties and responsibilities and prevents us from being diligent and productive. To overcome this demon, we need to practice enthusiasm, motivation, and action. We need to overcome our inertia, ignite our passion, and pursue our goals. We need to manage our time, prioritize our tasks, and accomplish our work. The eighth demon is doubt. The demon of doubt makes us question and distrust ourselves and others. It makes us hesitate and delay our decisions and prevents us from being confident and decisive. To overcome this habit of doubt, we need to practice faith, trust, and conviction. We need to believe in ourselves, rely on others, and follow our intuition. We need to seek evidence, reason logically, and make informed choices. The ninth habit is ignorance. The demon of ignorance makes us unaware and indifferent of the truth and reality. It makes us believe illusions and delusions and prevents us from being wise and enlightened. To overcome this demon, we need to practice learning, understanding, and wisdom. We need to acquire knowledge, comprehend reality, and apply insight. We need to question our assumptions, investigate the truth, and discover our true nature. The last and the 10th demon is attachment. Attachment makes us cling to the past and the future and ignore the present. It makes us suffer from the impermanence and uncertainty of life and prevents us from being mindful and free. To overcome attachment, we need to practice detachment, acceptance, and freedom. We need to let go of the past, embrace the present, and welcome the future. We need to accept the change and unpredictability of life and live in the moment. By overcoming these 10 demons of the mind, we can develop the habits of mental strength. We can become more resilient, compassionate, and happy, and eventually achieve the supreme state of mind. Buddha also teaches that mental strength can be developed through the practice of the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path. The Four Noble Truths are the truths of suffering, the origin of suffering, the cessation of suffering, and the path leading to the cessation of suffering. The Noble Eightfold Path is the path of right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. These are the principles and practices that lead to the elimination of the root causes of suffering, which are ignorance, attachment, and aversion. By following these teachings, we can purify our mind, cultivate wisdom and compassion, and achieve enlightenment.